Hey guys, how's it going? It's Flux here. Welcome back to Fluxburgh, and as you may have just seen, we have finally taken on the task of kind of planning out these beaches around here for the downtown area and laying out some of the details. We didn't do all of it yet, of course. This side is still pretty bare, but this is the downtown area so far now with the new beach. Just something to keep in mind, this is very much so not finished, and I'm still trying to work in this this whole sand thing with everything else. So as you can see, it's just like it's really bright. And this is the only option we have for sand, so we kind of have to like work with it and make it work. And as you can see, I kind of threw it down pretty much all along everywhere else around the city. So in the the rivers through here and kind of like along the coast over on this side. Oops. So I've tried to kind of incorporate it throughout the rest of this like region over here. And I think if we do this a bit, along the rest of the island, do some little island pieces around here, and then maybe utilize it a bit over here on this side as well, hopefully it'll look a little bit better. But I might also do some kind of like patches of green and some kind of rough parts coming out and kind of breaking up this beach area a bit, so it looks a bit more incorporated in the rest of the kind of theme we're going with right now, which is very much so like a jungly kind of foresty theme for this little island over here. But anyway, that's what I've been working on so far, and I'm looking forward to continue this, of course. But for now, we're going to work more on the downtown area, which is definitely in need of some work. We're missing some kind of key things we need here to make this whole area develop more, and then once we do that, we can go ahead and just kind of start zoning in this direction, and then hopefully get going on Yudo's embassy over here pretty soon, as well as, of course, connect this area back to the downtown area and the highway. So that's what's going on right now, and I think we're going to start off by just going ahead and fixing the city a bit. We have a few things that are missing that are pretty important. As you can see, we have, I think it's no death care around here. We're kind of lacking in that right now. There's still coverage, but we definitely need the death care to grow these office buildings down here in the middle. So I'm thinking we go ahead and let's see, maybe throw some down somewhere we're not going to block anything. Maybe actually, you know what? I think this is a pretty good spot right here. Some of these little like 3 areas over here that we're not growing anything higher than 3 by 3. It's a pretty good spot for the death care stuff. Also, let's see, maybe not so close to that though. How about, ooh, is that a 3 by 3 as well? Oops, can't grow there though, apparently. That's kind of weird. Maybe here? I don't want to block any large buildings. I think this is a good spot right here just because we want to go next to kind of a lower down building to make some progression down this way. So that's kind of fine. That's okay like that. And then maybe one more for this part of town, I think, right? Actually, I think we're probably good. It looks like they're getting some better coverage now. Let's see what they say about the death care over here. That's not bad. Maybe one more would do the trick. How about somewhere down here in the downtown area on this side? That's a good spot right there. Let's do that. Awesome. Okay, so there's the death care, and then I think schooling wise, we got that covered pretty good last time, didn't we? Police, fire. Let's see what they want actually. There's a few things they're missing right now. Transportation is going to be a big element. Health, fire, police. Apparently elementary schools are a problem right now. I don't really know why that's the case though. We're gonna dip below the positive for our budget just for a while the buildings all start upgrading because we just put in some new services, but it should be fine. Yeah, apparently only one is not cutting it over here, so maybe we need one more on this side, I guess. I'm kind of surprised. I thought I put one more over here. I guess I didn't. Well, okay. How about... Here we go. Now we're getting some full-size offices on this side. That's good. That's good to see. Yeah, maybe across from the... this little like shopping center over here. How about that? That's a good spot for it. So there's the elementary school. That should help out a bit. And then let's see, what else are they missing over here besides elementary school? Apparently police isn't like super amazing over here. I would think it's better. I think just for the purposes of making this a really awesome resort, I really want to have like amazing service coverage. So, you know, I want to have like the police covering really well. I want to have really awesome fire and health and everything. So this really should be like the utopia of Fluxburgh, you know, like really well kept and really high in services. So I don't mind kind of splurging a bit and spending some more money on some different services to make it really, really grow and be the full density that it needs to be. So why don't we find a spot we can throw down a police station here? And actually, I kind of like this spot. Well, it is kind of a downtown area, though. I don't really want to block the big buildings in this area. Maybe we do it here along the coast. Yeah, that's a good spot. So there's the police station there. Fire coverage is always kind of something we can expand on a bit. Looks like I only have one over there. Oh, this is the other elementary school. That's why I knew I put 2 down. I just didn't put the I didn't get any power over here. That's why that's happening. Okay, I thought I put 2 down, so that's good. So I think we're okay then. I think I might just wait a bit and see what happens with these guys here. We may have to do some bus routes pretty soon here. We'll see about that though. Again, I'm planning on covering this whole area with bus routes. All kind of leading from the airport over here. So I might just let that happen a little bit later on. So don't worry about it right now. But why don't we just go ahead and start doing some expansion on our road networks here. And we'll keep zoning and keep going with this stuff so we can expand the size of this island here. I think I want to do just a simple grid over here. I don't really want to go all the way down there like that. In fact, I think that might actually be enough right there. Because I don't really want to have anything else. Well, maybe we could have like one road come in this way. Just to like... Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Let's just leave it how it is. I'm gonna try to do some nice terraforming. We'll have some little walkways, little parks around here, so it'll be a nice area to be. I don't want to just fill it up with buildings again, so we'll leave it how it is. I'll throw a few more offices down, kind of in the downtown area over here, and then we'll do the outskirts here with some residential, kind of the prime real estate over here. And then, of course, more residential over here as well. Yeah, not going to zone that, obviously. That would lead to bad things. But once these start upgrading, we're going to really have some balance again in the office and industry. So I'm not too worried about that right now. I'll just keep on throwing down the residential. That's what we really need, because we have all of this stuff zoned for commercial anyway. We just haven't seen it yet. Have some... more residential over there as well. We'll just keep filling this all out. Alright. You guys are coming in now. That's good to see. Yeah, so I want to have some more beach real estate kind of down this way a bit. I might kind of chop it up, have some cliffs coming out here, so not entirely beach. I'm considering doing that over here as well, just to kind of break up all this sand so it doesn't look so, I don't know, it looks a little bit standoutish, you know, with the rest of the city, how it is without the beaches. So if we have some kind of breaks in the beach with like these little like cliffside kind of things that come out, that might look pretty good. I might try that off camera and just see how it looks. If it looks terrible, I can always go back to a previous save, but I think that's a good idea. And then this area especially is going to have some pretty interesting terraforming, because we're going to have some really weird cliffs and things that are going to make this this bridge possible. And then, of course, the island over here for Yudo's embassy, which would be pretty cool. But we'll worry about that when we get there. I think for now, though, I do want to try and get at least one more little road in this way. So let's see if we can do that. Something like, I think that's not enough. little too much there. A little bit too much still. How's this? That's right on the edge, so we'll go one more up. Alright, there we go. That should give us the full zoning. Okay. And, I think that's okay. I think that's alright. It seems a bit weird to have the tunnel. You know, why don't we have the tunnel start right where this thing comes in? So I'm going to try and redo this tunnel here. See if we can make it work like this. We'll grab our flattening tool and just kind of bring this land up to here a little bit. Alright, let's try this again. So we'll see if we can bring this out this way. Oh, actually, this is going to work pretty well. How's that going to look? Ooh, much better. Okay, so that's perfect. Now we have one little road that goes this way. We're going to go ahead and just use the terraforming on the inside here, have some buildings, and it should be good to go. And again, we're seeing a lot of demand for industry. It could be cargo as well, though. Let's see what our cargo looks like on this side. Yeah, so I think it's actually just demand for cargo and not demand for industry jobs. So I'm not gonna be able to fix it by just throwing down industry and office space over here. So we're gonna have to find a way to solve this problem. I forgot to go off camera and fix that. We're gonna have to solve this traffic issue, which is probably gonna be just making an alternate entrance to this little area over here, because right now we have this super efficient split going on, but they're all going the same direction, so it doesn't really help us at all. They're all still going this way, and they're all still staying in the same lane to go this way, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, it's how the AI works in this game. So, oh yeah, I also need to go back and do some landscaping work over here, and maybe put some trees and stuff down on this rough patch of sand. But I wanted to have sand at different places, not just over here, obviously. But that's okay. That's good for now. So why don't we, since we're waiting for all this stuff to start growing in again, and it's going to be kind of hard to get this balance right. Basically, the way it is right now, you can kind of ignore this because that's all at the cargo demand, and we're just going to see like slowly these things, like as we have buildings grow in, we're going to have, you know, demand go up for commercial, then residential, and back and forth, while this all like slowly grows in, and then eventually it'll be balanced again. So we'll just kind of let it do its thing here for a while. In the meantime, though, what I did want to do is figure out the entry points over here on this side, and then also maybe figure out this upper spot. So why don't we do this one first? This is kind of like the immediate, like the outer area of this downtown area. So why don't we just try to figure out how this is going to work? It's going to be kind of weird zigzagging this thing up and then connecting it over here. But I'd like to get as much zoning as possible in this kind of weird land mass. There's some pretty weird, like, varying height stuff. So we'll see if we can make this work, but I think it should be fine. So for now, why don't we just turn off our snap tool? Not going to need that. I'm going to try and just kind of contour this ridge here, and we'll see if we can get as much zoning as possible on the outside, and then I'll just do some custom roads on the inside that aren't avenues for the rest of it. So something like this should be good. Okay, that's good. And then actually maybe some diagonal action over here might be good. Why don't we try and do that? So I'm gonna use my snap tool now, and we'll try to create a diagonal road that kind of splits this area a little bit. Something like this. Might have been too steep, actually. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's a bit too steep. Hang on a minute. We can do better than that. I'll go to about here. Pull out the non-snap tool. Okay, much better. We'll just pull this to about there. Bring this out a bit and then connect it here. And how's that gonna look? I think that's okay. I wanted to get some straight in here so we could kind of utilize that to get some more roads out in this direction. If it's too curvy, it's kind of hard to work with. So I think this will be a pretty good option over here. And then we'll have probably a couple roads that come out this way. Utilize all the space that we can here. Alright, let's pull this down a little tiny bit so we can try and work with this. Yeah, it's kind of tricky when you get this weird varying height terrain. Might almost be easier to just pull off here and try and get at least one or two straights in. Oh wow. There's a big cliff right there. It makes it harder to work with. Yeah, that's difficult for sure. And there's also some space over here we could use, but I'm not really sure if that's... I might end up just doing some terraforming over here. Because I kind of want this to feel still like an island, you know? I don't want it to be totally developed. I want it to have some kind of nice characteristics around here that aren't roads and buildings. So I might leave this so we can do some mountainous stuff around here. And then I think instead of trying to make a grid over here, since we already kind of have this weird shape to work with, I'm just going to go ahead and make some nice curves, and we'll have some little curvy neighborhoods back here. And that should be fine. We'll need to make the entire thing high density, so no worries about that. In fact, I'm going to bring this pretty close to this little ridge over here. And let's see. We'll use the snap tool for a minute. There we go. Perfect. Okay. That's what I wanted. And now we can use the non-snap tool and just kind of bring some little roads out here and there. Might leave this how it is though. On the inside. Yeah, so why don't we do a little straight first of all. Wow. That really does not feel perpendicular to this area. That's kind of weird how that worked out. We'll try something like this. And then just kind of pull some roads out here and there. Right alongside. Just have this one kind of go out this way and dead end over here. Oops. It's okay if we use up one of those squares there. That's fine. I think that's alright. Maybe just have one more coming off in this direction. Utilize some more of this extra space over here. Okay, that's good. And like I said, we'll just we'll do some terraforming, we'll do some landscaping and make it all look pretty nice. But I think that's the general gist of what I wanted up here. And yeah, that's good. Ooh, are we getting some more buildings in here? I think we are. It's like a lot more residential, and we're still kind of lacking in the office space. Looks like these are offices that are almost at their max height, so that's pretty good to see. But for whatever reason, these down here just aren't getting what they need. Obviously, the noise is probably contributing to that a little bit. Well, these are actually the same height, aren't they? They're just smaller buildings, I guess. Well, actually, this is interesting. So I was assuming that it was cargo, but it looks like all of this office space is filling up. So it must also be some job demand, not just cargo. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So now we know that we do actually need some more office space in some parts of this. Maybe we'll do some nice. Well, actually, I might leave this for some neighborhoods, for some residential. Because this is kind of like a nice little view. So I might leave that how it is. But, well, you know what? It's really not a good view. It's pretty much just a view of Pollution Point. I might make this kind of the office space and then do all the residential stuff down this way like we're doing already. So why don't we just go ahead and fill in some more office space up here. And we'll see how this takes shape. If it looks really weird, if it doesn't work out like we want it to, I may go back and cut back on some of these roads a bit. It seems like we kind of... I don't know if they're perfect or not. I guess we'll see though. Get some nice offices around here though. Should look nice. Alright, that's good. That's good to see. Okay, so, and then the last spot I wanted to work on is this little area over here. And again, I'm not going to really focus too much on this. I think this is going to be some more natural landforms. We're just going to leave how they are. But definitely this side could probably be taken advantage of a little bit here. Let's see if we can get a couple little strips of something. Yeah, maybe just like one little branch off over here would be a good idea. Maybe we could even snap it. Like so. I almost want to connect it back over here again, but that seems like it'd be not a great idea. Sending before way through there. Yeah, that might be okay then, just like that. I don't know how I feel about just like a little L shape like that. Well, actually, what if we do this? Okay, this seems kind of ridiculous, but maybe another bridge that goes this way and connects over here would kind of complete the look. Hang on, I'm going to try this because we don't have anything growing in here yet anyway. What if we follow this curve and then we go up and we connect this way? Let's try that. So we'll bring this off. We'll do a elevation here. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. And then kind of bring it back over here again. You know, I may have actually been... Hang on a minute. This may have been too high. No, too high is actually... Maybe not then. I think this is alright how it is. Okay. And then we'll go back up a little bit to here. There we go. And then we'll connect this back to the land again, like this. And make a little curve. Actually, we kind of have to begin the curve a bit early here, if we can. So we'll just do this. And we'll just kind of... There we go. Awesome. So that to me looks much better. It kind of brings this whole side street. It makes it feel a bit more necessary and a little bit less like weird little L shapes and things around here. I think that was a good solution. So I'm going to fill this again with some more office space because it's kind of just like out in the middle of here. We'll have the prime real estate reserved for all the residential and commercial stuff. So we'll have probably quite a bit of that down this way. We'll have the casinos down here as well, and then we'll connect this highway and have like a nice little interchange connection over here that also goes down to the municipal airport over on this side. So that should be good. Okay, good. So I'm seeing some more growth. Like I was saying, it's going to slowly just kind of go back and forth between residential and commercial. Looks like mostly just residential, though. I think we have lots of commercial that didn't actually get filled in over here. We have, I think, it's like demand for cargo that's causing the commercial to abandon and then regrow again, which is probably messing with our commercial demand right now. So again, that'll be something we fix off camera, and that should solve some of our problems around here, but that's not a big deal right now. But I like this. I like this little little office circle over here. It's kind of nice, and it should grow up and look really nice in a little bit. So we'll let it do its thing real quick. So we've kind of finished off all this, and then again, I think I might just leave this little area, do some mountains and whatnot, just some natural landforms around this area. I might have to cut back a bit on this, so it looks like I actually am blocking some zoning over here. How's it now? Okay, we'll have to quickly update these roads real quick. So boom, boom. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. Awesome. And I think dead ending this isn't necessarily that bad because we have this one that connects straight through goes this way, and then this is going to come around. This wraps over here and connects on this side. So you can either get back on the highway over here, or you could go this way or come from this way and go through the avenue and then meet up on this side. And I'm going to kind of have all these meet in the middle here at the little intersection or something. So I think it's just about time to just start working on the downtown, or I guess this is going to be the north downtown. This will be the southern downtown. And oh, you know what? I almost forgot. I have some names. I keep calling them like north and south downtown. I've been meaning to do this for a while now. Actually, I kept forgetting to do this, but the first thing we have a name for is a suggestion from Lemmers18. He said we should name the amusement park Mystic Harbor, which I like a lot. It kind of fits it, you know. It's very hidden with all these trees and things, and I don't know. It feels like the right name, I think. So, and I was really just considering naming the entire island and then not naming the amusement park specifically, but I think this is definitely a good enough name to just go ahead and name the amusement park after. So we'll just go ahead and do that real quick, and you can ignore all of the demands for power and all that stuff for now until we get that over here. It's all still closed, not open quite yet. So we'll just go ahead and fill this thing in real quick. It might be cool to actually name this country club as well. So maybe a name for that would be a good idea as well. I might look back and see if we have any suggestions for that. I might have asked for some way back. But here's this, Beach Heights. And then we'll name this the Mystic Harbor. There we go. That's good. So thank you, Lemmers18. There's Mystic Harbor. I might call it Mystic Harbor Amusement Park. Or Mystic Harbor Amusement Park. Okay, that's good. And then for the entire island, I actually got this name suggestion so many times from so many different people. I don't even know who actually originally suggested it, so I apologize if that was you. But thanks to everyone who suggested Emerald Island. I just love that name, so I think it's going to be the name of the entire island. And the way I'm going to do this, because we have the amusement park, we're going to have a name for the country club as well. I'm just going to go ahead and name this the southern, maybe I'll call it like South Emerald Island, and then like North Emerald Island, and then we'll do it the Emerald Island Municipal Airport. So that'll kind of just break it all up, but we'll go ahead and do that. Why was this showed up as like, okay, there we go. For some reason I thought that was like a industrial specialization or something, and I was kind of wondering why I was doing that, but we're good. Did I see flooding? Wait, really? I don't see any water. Must be a bit of a bug or something. What if I demolish this building? Will that fix our problems? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when they grow back in again. Okay. Anyway, so this is going to be Emerald Island. Oops, that's not the right tool. Here we go. And I'll try to kind of cover everything we want to cover for this. So we'll just go straight to the shoreline there and straight up. And fill this in over here. And then I think I'm just going to grab this little corner as well to be a part of it. I'll just get all of this actually. There we go. Wait a minute, that's a new, that was supposed to merge. Ah, I didn't notice. Can I like delete a district, or do I have to just kind of like go over it? I think I have just to go over it. Let's see if we can do this. I think we got it. There we go. Okay, so this is the new, and I might just expand this one real quick just to go off to the avenue as well. Just kind of fits, I think. It's all part of it. Awesome. Okay, so there's the Mystic Harbor Amusement Park, and then we're going to have the South Emerald Island. There we go. And then, yeah, that's good. Then I'll name this one later. We haven't really actually gotten to it yet, but that's what we're going to do next time. is we'll finish all this up. But let's see. I want to do one more thing before we end this episode because we're kind of getting towards the end here. I actually want to start planning this out just a little bit. I don't want to do too much yet, but what I first wanted to do is just go ahead and flatten this out just a little bit here. It's kind of some rough patches. Of course, we're going to recreate some natural stuff here as we continue on, but I think I want to grab a height that's kind of like, let's see. Well, actually, this is kind of a good height right here. Why don't we just use this? There we go. We'll cut in a tad bit over here onto the island, and then go off in this direction as well. Gonna have some pretty steep cliffs over on this side, which I think is kind of cool, actually. We'll shape it up later, though. And then we'll cut in towards the highway, and I'm actually gonna leave it like that, and we'll just do some smoothing real quick around here. There we go. That's good. All right, so I think just for this avenue here, we're gonna probably have this come in and meet with a main avenue that's part of the strip here. But I'm thinking to design this part instead of doing this is all kind of like curved in this direction. Oh, yeah, you can see it definitely looks really weird having all this sand here when you're using the terraforming tool because it all makes the water invisible. But anyway, I think instead of doing the big arced kind of design, I almost want to have like an avenue coming this way and then the highway meeting in the middle like a T like this. I think that would be a pretty good design. I'm going to go ahead and save first in case we don't like how this turns out. So I'll save on both saves, and then we'll just save on the main Fluxburgh save after we finish this little design here, and we'll see what we think about it. I think this is going to look good, though. I don't think we'll have to worry about making any backups or anything like that, but we'll see. Okay, so here's the avenue. This is just going to become the main avenue. So we'll just have it come straight out here like this. In fact, why don't I draw the main avenue first? I almost actually want it to be a little more inland, like here. I think that's a better solution. We'll go for that, just so we can have an outer strip. And let's see how big those casinos are. We got quite a few of these, actually. Let's see, where are they, though? I think they're like in 5 and 6, I want to say. Here's one of them, the Skyliner Hotel. This thing is, wow, this thing is gigantic. This is so much bigger than I thought it was. Yeah, so for these, we're going to really have lots of extra space to work with. Going to need this extra little bit here. Let's just see how much wider the other ones are, if they're any wider than that. Because if they are, we're going to have to probably do something different. I need more room or something. Okay, here's the one of the casinos. Much more modest in size, that's for sure. Still a bit extra room, though. We've got the Rio Grande. Yeah, this one's much longer as well. Okay. So that's probably a good idea. I might actually put these casinos on the inside then. And then we'll do a little outside. Okay, that's a good idea. So and we also have the Narrows Palace, which looks really awesome as well. So I want to have that that hotel. You know, actually, I think I'm going to have the hotel kind of towards the middle of the city so we can really have some big skyscrapers kind of close by to fit that whole size. Did we use this yet? Yeah, we did. Okay, good, good. So I really want to start with the Rio Grande. I think this one looks really nice. And I want it to be kind of the entry point over here. Now, let me see. I think this is a good spot, but let me look at that again and see how I yeah, that's good. That's good. Actually, I almost want to have a street going here. So let me back up a little bit again. Sorry. We'll start with the Centrum, I think, is a good one to start with. This one's a nice round building that's going to be kind of nice looking from all sides. And then we'll have the Rio Grande. We're going to have one street in between. We'll put this thing right here. And then we'll have the the Rio right here, and the Narrows Palace very close by. This one can be right up next to it, I think, and it should still look good. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. So there's our 3 casinos for now, and then we're gonna have, I think, a few other buildings that are kind of fitting, sort of surrounding this area here. I also have the Lost Casino, but I already put this one down somewhere else, so I'm not gonna worry about that for now. We also have this world's biggest, is that the world's biggest world? That's kind of funny. I wanted to use this somewhere at some point. Maybe like across from these, and we'll have like a little, ooh, this is a good idea actually. Let me see how long these streets are just real quick. I'm kind of curious now. If we do one away so we can zone, right? Can the world's biggest world fit there? Ooh, it's just one too big. Why don't we do this then? Why don't we have it down here? So I'm gonna bring another one out this way, another street out this way. Like so. We're gonna have to go further than that, but let's actually try and go one step and then one beyond 2 steps, right? Is that what we want? Yeah, I think that's what we want. Because we have, you need 1 extra cell, so 1 extra cell here because it's an avenue, and then we do another whole 10 cells. So there. That's nice. And then we'll have the world's biggest world to be kind of like a park over here next to all the casinos. Let's see, where did that go again? And let me just make sure we don't have any of the big buildings we want to use over here before I commit to this. So I want to use at least 1 stadium as well, which might mean we need to fill in over here. Building already exists. This is the small version, I think, of that Camp Nou? Camp Now? I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's see. There's nothing in there. Ooh, the offices service building. This is kind of cool, actually. It kind of looks like a nice hotel or something. It looks a little bit gray, a little bit harsh. I don't know if it fits that theme. I'll put it down further. I don't really want to have it right next to the casinos though. What would fit better than that? Sky Arc. I've already used a lot of these, so that's why I'm not clicking on them. Of course, we have the Skyliner Hotel. This thing is just massive. It's so big. Like, wow. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna end up using that or not. It had to be like a center point of the city, most likely, because it's really, really big. We got this nice thing though. I like this tower. We'll probably put this somewhere as well. But yeah, I think we pretty much found... Oh, we have this casino too, don't we? I forgot about this one. Okay, good, good. So we do have more. This will fit pretty nicely, I think, over here. So we'll just throw this thing down here. Ooh, that's nice looking. I like that. And in fact... Well, no, I think it's good right there. That's perfect. So there's that one. Did I miss anything else? Let's see here. And the Quinto Tower, I already used that one as well. I already used both the marble towers. Those look really nice though. I like how they fit into the downtown area for South Emerald Island. I think we got all of it actually. So there we go. Awesome. Okay, so that's kind of our start. I just wanted to plan out where the casinos are going to go. I think I'm going to have a little extra road coming out this way. We'll do the Globe somewhere, like a nice little park area for the downtown. And we'll start making the connections, maybe have a little interchange down this way somewhere to make all this stuff meet up. But that's the episode for today. Hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to definitely come back and do some more work on the beach. I just kind of decided to not worry about it for now while we work more on the downtown areas. I really want to get this going and connect everything, get the power back here again, and make it all connect together again. So that's why we don't have any of the beaches kind of finished off quite yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.